Konnichiwa and welcome everybody back to Chrono Reviews. This time it's time for the second Love Live Figma review, and it's the second review with another second year character, and it's Umi Sonoda from Love Live. And this Figma have a blue package, and blue is Umi's signature color, also blue as the ocean. So let's go straight on to the box. On the side you can see character 2. It's very dark blue, so her hair looks extra dark. And here it looks almost black, but it is dark blue, I can assure you that. And they're on the side too, and the top and bottom, and the license sticker, just like on Honoka, are there. Alright, here we have Figma Umi opened up, and basically she have the same articulation as Honoka. It's the same body sculpture most part. I just think it's customization parts for like slightly smaller breast size and those things that each Figma always have variety, so they're always correct, even though many characters are very alike, but the minor details matters, and they do usually change those parts, and they did here too. So let's start off with comparing the articulation to Honoka. While it's basically exactly the same, with ball jointed shoulders, elbow joints, and a hip joint, but the hip joint is sort of more loose than Honoka's. I don't think it's supposed to be like that, or maybe it's random probably. It works, but it's a little bit loose. The legs are ball jointed, the skirt is soft, the same as Honoka. There are knee joint and ball jointed feet, ball jointed hands with the newer Figma standard easier peg to remove. However, the neck is ball jointed, but you can't look her head more upwards than straight forward because the hair is not articulated like many of the long-haired characters are. I'm not sure how much you need to pose her head upwards, but it's always a nice addition to be able to have the hair go up a little bit for, like, if she runs, it goes in the wind and all that, and that could make her a little bit less limited. So basically she's as unlimited body-wise as Honoka, but the head are a little bit more limited due to this. And as for the face, I think it captures her cute look quite nicely. Let's see if she can stand on her own. She can. And let's start off with the basics, which is of course Figma bag and the Figma stand. And the Figma stand also includes this extra part that seems to be new standard. And there's also the extra peg for if you lose the hand peg or something. There is also, just like with the other two Love Live characters I've reviewed, there is 2 sets of hands. But I was not fully I was a little bit surprised when I opened up Chica from Sunshine and she had 2 sets of hands, but obviously they do have, most of the Love Live characters have this. I'm so used to other Figmas having just 1 set of hands at some points, but overall I think it's not as unusual as I said back in the Chica review recently. So let's move on to the faces. There are 2 faces. There's one more slightly embarrassed, but a little bit bitter or mad or angry or determined face, like. And there's one just embarrassed and more cute looking face. And there is also a school bag, the same standard as Honoka. So they have a matching school bag. I think even Chica had a very similar one. And there is this sign that I read up was a diet chart. So I remember that one of the episodes when she was strict about their diet, when they exercised and all that. And there is a quiver because she's into archery. And last but not least, there are blue glow sticks. So every character has glow sticks themed for their signature color, and hers are of course blue. Well, this is a fair amount of accessories. It's basically what you need for Umi. So let's move on and pose her up. Alright, here we have Umi Sonoda posed up. And I must say, the hair was a little bit limiting, even for normal poses, because when you're going to lean the head and the Figma stand gets in the way because the hair is not posable and all that, it limits her quite a bit. That's about the only letdown on this figure, because overall the joints are smooth, just like Honoka. It's easy to pose her except for the hair getting in the way, and the paint job is clean. I forgot to say that earlier. The paint job is clean, just like with Honoka. There are no mistakes, and overall it's a very nice Figma. The hair is a little bit of a letdown, but other than that, it's a great figure. And overall, Umi as a character, I do like her. She's not my favorite. She's not the most funny character or most interesting character, but she's cute in her own way. She tries to be strict, but she's drawn into the mess somehow. But she's the most adulty out of the three characters that start off the group, and that's not my type of character usually. But she's still cute and she's lovable, and she looks very traditional with long hair, and I like that look also. So she's definitely a worthwhile character to collect, especially for having the complete group of characters from Muse in Love Live. And let's just take a little look around before I conclude the review. I chose a pretty basic pose. I'm thinking of maybe after I open up all of those, so maybe in the future I will repost them all with the glow sticks in some nice poses that are made to fit together as a unity. But that's for later. That's something to look forward for when reposing. So for now, this will do, and I hope you enjoyed the review, and see you again tomorrow with the next character. So stay tuned and take care. Sayonara.